the way they approach their life is different, bro. Whether that's their mindset, whether that's how they go about their day to day, they don't really look at their phones, don't go on social media. Like, it's so many people, bro, that are just living and are not looking at social media. And some people think that's like crazy, that's insane. Like, there's no way they don't know what's going on with this and that. Bro, they don't give a fuck about what's happening with Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. A lot of people aren't even aware of that shit. And not that I give a fuck, I don't. But I seen it just because, you know what I'm saying, it's it's on my social media. I might have seen it on Twitter or whatever. But a lot of these shit, bro, people do not care about. It's so many things in this world that we attach ourselves to, our attention. What up, bro? Our attention, our energy, whatever, and that shit is so irrelevant, bro. Like, focus on what matters and stop complaining about irrelevant bullshit. Because at the end of the day, you can't put your energy towards everything. You can't put your energy towards social media, following celebrities, keeping up with this, keeping up with that. Oh, you seen what he did or what she said, and you seen how he did. No, because I'm trying to create my own. You got to create more than you consume, bro. And that's like a problem with today. Like, people over-consume social media content, short-form content especially. But, I mean, we all then went through our, either that or our YouTube, I don't even know what you call that shit, like a YouTube, it's not even a YouTube addiction. It's like a doom scroll on YouTube, and you might find yourself in it by accident. What's up, bro? You might find yourself in it by accident, bro. Like, oh, I'm on YouTube and I'm watching productive videos. But let's be honest, bro. If you're watching videos on YouTube for 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever, back to back to back on your watch later, your playlist, it's damn near the same thing as short form content. It's just a little less dopamine just because you're not scrolling constantly. But again, YouTube can be good, YouTube can be bad. Like, I've learned a lot off YouTube, bro. A lot. Like, I've learned how to make money in certain ways. I've learned how to edit certain shit that's been able to help me make money. I didn't learn certain shit about the stock market and trading off of YouTube. I didn't learn how to cook off of YouTube. No funny shit. Like, I done learned a lot off YouTube. But we have to be honest with ourselves. Like, social media consumption has to be limited because you need to be more creative with your own life rather than consuming. And what I'm starting to realize, bro, is how fast time is going. And I'm Muslim. And in Islam, bro, like, time going fast, like stupid fast, is like a major sign. Actually, somebody would have to correct me on that. I don't want to claim it's a major sign. I'm not sure if it's a minor or major sign of like the Day of Judgment. But, bro, time is going so fast, so fast. And I'm seeing Snapchat memories. This is a year ago, 3 years ago, 5. I'm like, how is that 5 years ago, bro? How is that 5 years ago? How are we in, what's today? July 13th. July 4th was literally 2 days ago, bro. So, like, time is going so fast to where if you're constantly just consuming, bro, and you're just constantly scrolling, bro, it gets to the point, bro, where time is just going to pass you because all you're doing is just consuming. Versus if you create. Now, when that time passes, you can look at your progression, and it's more so in a way of like, I remember when I made that video. Did you see Kai dick got leaked on stream? No, and I'm not trying to see that. No, I did not see that, and I am not trying to see that. Keep that shit away. That's exactly what I mean. You are not about to send a link. You are finna get blocked. You are tripping. It's crazy. I don't know if you just joined the chat or what, but like, I'm literally talking about how we do not need to be over consuming content and how we don't need to be up to date with every celebrity and every streamer and every this and that. And then you come in here talking about this bullshit. Bro, don't send no link. You're finna get blocked. Ain't nobody trying to see none of that shit. That's the shit I'll be talking about, bro. But going back to the point, I don't even know why I allowed this person to get me off topic. Bro, you are finna get banned. You are on freaky shit right now. I ain't gonna lie. What the fuck? You can't over-consume content because you overwrite yourself. And what I mean by that is, like, you become short-form content, bro. Like, you literally just become a scroller. Start creating content or start creating whatever that means for you. Not creating doesn't always mean content. You can be creating in the form of, like, a production. You can be creating as far as your body, like literally transforming how you look. You can create in the form of music. You can create in so many different forms, bro. You could be a book writer. There's so much shit you could do, bro. Like, I like to create in different ways. You feel me? I look at basketball as a creative too. So, but I intertwine that with content. But to me, it's best to have something that you're creating And as you're creating, you have like a timeline that you could visualize yourself improving. Like, damn, I remember when I made this video at this time, I was like, I was working out with bro and we were doing this and we used to go to this one spot. Oh, damn. I just, I made this video and then I ended up making that money off of it. And then, ooh, I look way better than I did last time. And then look at my handle, it looked better. And then, oh, my editing got better. Versus just constantly scrolling. Look at scrolling as something to like give you some type of inspiration for content or creativity or music or whatever. Or maybe you see a reel and then it's like, ooh, yeah, he getting to it. Let me allow that to inspire me to go out there and go do some shit. You feel me? Like, that's the way I look at shit. But sometimes we get in them doom scrolls and then we start to forget about what's important, bro. You have to create yourself. Like, all these content creators that we watch, bro, they created themselves. Like, yeah, some people got put on to some different shit. You know what I'm saying? They might have got put on by a different creator or streamer. At the end of the day, bro, look, bro, this shit not gonna sell itself. If you're not creative, if you're not informative, if you're not educational, you can't create no type of buzz for nothing. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. It don't matter if somebody puts you on, bro. But with that being said, nobody is you. That's the difference. Nobody is you. You are your own self. So there's no such thing as oversaturated in content, bro. There really isn't. Bro, in the chat, you're wilding. If I wasn't on my rant right now, I'd totally like block your shit. You talking about Kai's dick and shit, bro? Like, watch out with that shit. Like, we don't do that goofy ass shit around here. But with that being said, nobody is you. You're creative in your own right, and content is never going to be oversaturated because there's always going to be somebody that can relate to you or is on your path, your age, or just they listen to you, they see you, and they start to resonate. And for me, growing up, bro, that was Kobe Bryant, that was Derrick Rose, okay, as far as like NBA players. You know what I'm saying? So Derrick Rose is my favorite player of all time. Bro, seeing what Derrick Rose went through at a young age, being in his own city, being the youngest MVP, and then have to go through all of that shit, bro. I remember year by year the injuries and the storylines and all this shit that went on. And I'm over here like, mind you, I've faced significant injuries in my life. So like, having Derrick Rose as my favorite player, I'm like, bro, he in the league going through this shit. You see what I'm saying? More significant injuries than me. So how am I going to sit here and complain or bitch or moan, be a victim when he just won the league MVP and went through some crazy shit? So like, even after he came off the ACL, boom, meniscus torn in Portland. You see what I'm saying? Meniscus torn again, and then he come back the same playoffs. So it's like, you got to look at yourself. Okay, nah, y'all wilding in the chat, bro. Y'all really wilding in the chat. But, nah, y'all wilding, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But to me, it's good to find creators that you can be inspired by. I think y'all just trolling me. I think y'all just trying to troll me talking about the Kai shit because that's not going to be looked at, bro. Nah, you're wildin', bro. You're wildin'. I think it's important to find some people that you are inspired by, but you should never idolize nobody or put them on a pedestal. We're all the same, bro. Believe it or not, yeah, some people are better people, some people are better at this, some people are more structured, more disciplined, they might be more skilled than you. But at the end of the day, we are all... You talking about you are my idol, though. Come on, bro. We all got to find people that we could be inspired by, but never put nobody on no pedestal and never idolize anybody because we're all the same under God's eyes, bro. And yeah, we might be better or worse than some people. But at the end of the day, bro, we're all susceptible to the same shit, bro. Nah, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You're wildin', bro. You're really, really, really wildin', bro. Like, I can't even cap. You talk. Yeah, I don't know, bro. You're wildin', bro. And I think an issue it become is like people start looking at people so different, bro. And it's like they're no different than you. I promise they're not. They're not no different than you. They just might have taken a better path. They might have just made better decisions than you. You know what I'm saying? They might have took more risks than you. Or their risks worked out better. Or they were around a better group of people. everybody's environment, everybody's situation is different. Everybody gets different opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Everybody puts themselves in different positions to get opportunities. So you can't just look at somebody and just be like, oh, yeah, he could do this, but I can't. Why can't you do it? Why not? What did Derrick Rose say before he won MVP? Bro, mind you, Derrick Rose wasn't even a top 10 player going into his MVP season. Put that in perspective for a second. Derrick Rose wasn't even a top 10 player in the NBA. He wasn't even a top 10 player in the NBA when he said, why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Become a top 10 player, whatever. And he went and did that shit, bro. Like, at the end of the day, ain't nobody thought that shit was possible. Were you a 6'3" point guard? You in your third year? Like, you're tweaking. MVP? With Bron and Kobe and Dwight and all these motherfuckers in the league, you gonna be MVP? As a point guard, bro? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. But yeah, like, putting people on a pedestal is not it. Because when you put people on a pedestal, you just, like, you start looking at people from a distance. Like they're better than you, or they have more capabilities than you. They might have more resources. They might have more money. But what? So what? You can't make some more money, bro. You can't put yourself in a better position to be able to network with more people and create more opportunities for yourself. You can, but you just think since this person already has it, they just were more fortunate than you. No, they didn't start at that position, bro. And even if somebody gets put on and gets rich, that ain't you. Stop comparing yourself to them. And even if somebody is rich right now and they start at the same place as you, you're not, so it doesn't matter. You ain't got to ask me twice how much I bench, bro. I don't know what my max is, but I can do 145 for like 5 or 6. Like 5 or 6. So if you want to do the math on that, I don't know what my max would be. I don't really bench that often. I'll bench probably every like 4 to 6 months just to see where my shit is at. But I don't be testing my bench. I'll say my bench max is probably like 165, 170. Like I don't really bench that often. But yeah, bro.